Hi, my name's Renzo. I'm from the Future Student Onboarding team here at Torrens University. We're here to make sure that you're up and running, familiar with all of the university systems and platforms that you're going to be using to study with us. Today, we're going to be talking about MyLearn and Microsoft Teams. Both of these systems together make up your online learning platform. It's how you're going to be attending your classes, submitting assessments, contacting your lecturer. Basically, everything to do with your learning is going to be done through these two pages. So let's get started. To get into MyLearn, you're going to want to go through your My Hub dashboard, where you'll be able to see MyLearn as the first button on this row of buttons on that left-hand side. We're going to click to get into the MyLearn dashboard now. Once you've clicked into the MyLearn dashboard, it'll open up this page right here. This is your MyLearn dashboard. This is where you're going to be going to access all of your subjects in MyLearn. Any of the subjects you're enrolled into will show up under this subjects section on your dashboard or in this subjects tab on that left-hand side. Please be aware that your subjects will only show up on MyLearn 1 week before the start of the trimester. So if you've enrolled into subjects and you can't see them here, make sure that dates come around. To get into any of your subjects, all you have to do is click into each of the tiles. So we're going to click on this one as an example. Once you've clicked into any of your subjects, you'll be brought to the subject overview page. This is your subject. It's a self-contained little section in MyLearn. You'll see main navigation on the left-hand side here. Right now we're under overview, where you'll be able to see a video discussing your subject, read your subject's introduction, and see the key documents on this page. One of them being the subject outline that you can see here in download and the subject planner. We recommend downloading both of these files and getting familiar with them just so you're well prepared to start your studies. And at the very bottom of this page, the student expectations, what the university and learning facilitator expects of you being enrolled into this subject. We're going to go through the options on this left-hand side now. Right underneath overview is announcements. This is your announcements page. This is where you're going to be going to get updated on all of the relevant posts that your learning facilitator has put up in case a class needed to be rescheduled, in case anything changed with your assessments, anything that your learning facilitator needs you to know urgently, he's going to put in the announcements, as well as weekly updates. So it's a good idea to check this tab every time you log in to start your studies. We're now going to talk about module progress, which is underneath announcements here. The module progress section is how you're going to be able to see at a quick glance how you're getting through the course content. You'll see here, as you go through the subject, this bar is going to fill up more and more as you get closer towards the finish date. You'll see at a quick glance the welcome, LinkedIn Learning, and all of the module intros, resources, and activities that you need to complete to fill that little bar up. It's just a good metric to see how you're tracking with your subjects and how far along you should be, depending on how far along the trimester is. Now that we've finished talking about the home section on this left-hand side, we're going to move over to the assessment section. First tab there is briefs and submissions. If you click into that, you're going to get to your assessments page. This is where you'll be able to read and learn more about each of the assessments that you have to do while you're enrolled into this subject. Let's click into one as an example. Once you click into any of the assessments, you'll be brought to the assessment information page, where you'll be able to see the assessment brief and download a PDF entailing all the details that you need to know to be successful with this submission. The assessment details, the academic integrity declaration, a bit of info about special consideration, how to submit your assessment, and the marking rubric so you know how you're going to be graded. Once your assessments are graded, you'll see on that left-hand side where it says assessments, under briefs and submissions is my marks, so you'll be able to view them there. Let's talk about discussions now. This is your discussion forum. Whenever you need to engage with other students and discuss the modules and content that you've gone through in your course through some of the activities, you'll be going into here to do that. You can make your own discussions or contribute to another student's ongoing discussion. Let's cover the modules. This is the way you'll be going through your weekly content and learning in this subject. On that left-hand side, if you can see modules 1 through 12, that means you're going to be going at a pace of one module every week. And if you can see modules 1 through 6, it's one module every 2 weeks. In each module, you can see the intros, the content, resources, references, and activities about the topics covered in your weekly learning. Using those three tabs at the top of each module, you can navigate through all of the content. And now let's cover this connect section on the left-hand side. We're currently in online classes and chat. If you're enrolled into an online class, this is how you're going to be attending all of your classes live or watching the recordings of those classes. If you have any upcoming classes, they'll show up here with a Microsoft Teams link to be able to join that class session live. And any sessions that you've finished in the past or have already lapsed, you'll be able to watch the recordings of right through here. If you want to learn more about each of these subjects, discuss a little bit, view the chat, access the transcripts, we're going to have to access this class chat room. You can do that by clicking into here, and it'll open up Microsoft Teams in a separate tab, or if you have the program installed, it'll open that up. It'll bring you into your subject overview Teams page. This is where you can also join your weekly live sessions. You'll see there's a recurring session every Wednesday at 11:30. The recordings are also going to be posted here under files, and you'll be able to see the chat for any past sessions through here. Let's hop back into MyLearn. Back in MyLearn, we clicked Academic Contact right underneath Online Classes and Chat in this Connect section. If you ever have any questions or need support with anything regarding this subject or anything academic, this is the best place to find support. You'll see frequently asked questions and links to access all of the resources we have to be able to help you. And at the very bottom of this page, you'll be able to find your learning facilitator's contact details so you can email them. Now that we've covered everything to do with the subject and the subject page, we're back in the MyLearn dashboard. We're going to talk about some of the functionality in MyLearn itself, starting with the calendar on this left. If we click into the calendar, it's going to open up a live calendar with all of the upcoming assessments, deadlines, due dates. Anything in your subject is going to be synced into here. If you want to add any events yourself, all you have to do is click create a new event up here. Any subjects that you're in will show up here, but since the subject has finished, nothing's showing up on the calendar right now. But once you start, you'll be able to see all of the assessment due dates, everything you need. Also on MyLearn, you'll be able to see an inbox. This will bring you into a messaging function where you'll be able to chat with your learning facilitator, any of your classmates, group mates, assessment buddies, anyone that you need to get in contact with at the university in your MyLearn page. There's a compose a new message button up here. Once you click on that, it'll ask you what subject that you'd want to message someone in. Just pick your subject, and then you'll be able to see a list of your learning facilitator and all your classmates, and you can contact them privately through here. And that's everything MyLearn has to offer. If you want to get a little bit more in depth, if you have any questions, need to go through some sections again, on this left hand side, you'll see a button that says help. You'll see some info about getting help, some resources, some videos, a knowledge base, and at the very top, a little button that says guide me that walks you through a little tutorial, shows you the main functionality of everything that we discussed today. You're now all set with all of the skills you need to start your studies with MyLearn and Microsoft Teams. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Otherwise, use that help button on that left-hand side of MyLearn.